Okay, so a couple months ago, I was approached by a company called Vevor. Vevor is similar to Harbor Freight, where they have a website and they sell various pieces of equipment in all genres, ranging from gardening to lapidary. The price point is, cheap. It's usually, you're getting mid to low end quality stuff, but the price points there affordable for people that can't afford the higher end stuff. Vevor is a Chinese based company, and they have distribution centers in the US and Canada. So when they first approached me, they asked me if I would be willing to demo any equipment from their Canadian website that would be useful for my channel. So I took a look and I found a rock polisher that I thought would be great for beginners just getting into the hobby. The price point was like $70 to $90, and I thought that was, a great price for someone trying to get into the hobby, get into polished rocks. So I asked them if they could send that to me, and unfortunately, that machine was only available in the US at the time. Wasn't available to Canada, so they asked me if there was anything else. So hopefully, when they get stock on that polisher, I will get that here and I will review it for you, because I really think that was the best tool that they had on their website that I could showcase. It's very similar to the DIY setup I show here on the channel with the drill and the polishing pads. However, that machine they had on their website had variable speed, which the drills don't, and it had a wet feed, automatic wet feed, so you could actually hose water to the machine and you don't have to dip like I have to do with the drills. So I thought that would be a great little machine, and it's roughly the same price as you would to put a drill set together. So hopefully I'll get that in here and I can review that for you guys, because I really think that would be something that beginners getting into the polishing, especially flat polishing, would benefit from. So they asked me, is there anything else that's on the Canadian store that you could use to demo on your channel? So I took another look, and there was a machine that I was interested in. This is a gem faceting machine. I wanted to get into this hobby of gem faceting. I was shy and reluctant to, because the price of the machines that you need to do gem faceting are super expensive. $3,000 to $10,000 to get a really quality machine, and I wasn't willing to spend that much money just as a beginner getting in. When I saw this, I was like, wow, you know what? The price on this is actually worth me getting to try the hobby. This machine costs about $200 to $220 US, so it's a fraction of the cost of what the bigger brand names are. I thought I would get it, give it a try, see if it can actually cut stones. Really, the point of this video is to unbox it, see the quality of the machine, turn it on, see if all the parts are there, see what the quality's like, which will give me an indication on the company and whether or not we can get more products in to demo for you guys. But so far, what I've seen on their website, the price is really great, and for beginners getting into hobbies, you really don't want to break the bank right off the bat. If the quality's there for the price point, then I think it's definitely worth it. So we're gonna unbox this today, take a look. I don't have any expectations. I'm just going to open this. I really hope this is something that I could use maybe to kind of develop my skills in gem faceting. But we'll see. We'll see what the quality is like. Let's take a look at the machine. We'll unbox it together and take a look at the parts. So let's do that now.
Okay, let's take a look at what's inside the box. So we have a user manual. Got a little submersible 5-watt pump. Looks like a drainage assembly. Looks like a master lap. And this is likely a grinding disc for the lap. This looks like the mast stand. This looks like the quill. And it looks like there is also a protractor head, power cord, and then the main unit itself here. So I got everything opened up here. This unit actually feels extremely durable. I mean, it's got a plastic splash guard, but the plastic is very, very rigid and thick, and it's not flimsy at all. The chassis itself looks like it's stainless steel, and it's pretty solid as well. So right out of the box, I'm kind of impressed with how durable. It's not like super cheap like you would expect, you know, for this price. The mast and everything, it's all solid steel. Everything's steel. There's no plastic parts. Drain hose seems pretty typical. Power cord, and even the pump, like the little submersible pump, looks, you know, like it's going to do the job. So I'm going to go ahead and read the manual, and I'm going to assemble this completely. Put the quill on to the mast stand and get the protractor head on. So I'm going to do all that, and then I'll come back once it's set up, and then we'll take a look at it and see, first of all, what's missing for us to do a faceted gemstone today, what we would need to buy, and yeah, we'll see, you know, what we can do with it. So we'll be right back. Okay, so we have our Vevor Gem Faceting Machine put together. The instructions are okay. I mean, there's diagrams here with each step, which helped more than the description. I think the description, you know, was transferred from Chinese to English, so it can be a little bit confusing, but the pictures are pretty good. So I was able to use the pictures to kind of put it together. And I will say, my first impression after I had this out of the box and put it together, I'm going to, again, remind you guys how much this machine retails for on their website. So it's about 220 American dollars. Actually, I think this one's about $200, this particular unit. For $200, this is a fabulous buy. I mean, the quality, you know, stainless steel, everything's stainless steel except for the water delivery system. That's plastic, but you expect that to be plastic because you don't want it to rust, right? So everything else is, you know, this unit's heavy. I mean, it's heavy, right? And it's sturdy. You know, it doesn't seem cheap, is basically what I'm getting at. It doesn't seem cheap. So for $200, I gotta say I'm impressed. Right off the bat, I'm impressed. That being said, I cannot facet a gemstone with this machine today, and here's why. Out of the box, you have to buy some extra things. Number one, the first and most important thing, the flat lap is a 6-inch wheel, and it only comes with what I think is a 600 grit disc. So you could definitely cut a gemstone, but you can't take it to completion. You can't polish it to completion because they didn't include any other discs in the box. So you only have the one disc that this comes with. So you're going to have to go out and buy extra discs, which will be an added cost over the $200. So you won't see me faceting any gemstones today because I don't have any 6-inch wheels, unfortunately. I was hoping maybe I could use my 8-inch wheels. I probably could. With the splash guard on there, I can't use it. I would have to take the splash guard off, and I probably could use it, but I don't want to do that because I don't want to make a mess in my shop. So I'm going to go ahead and buy the extra discs I need, the 6-inch discs, and I'll come back with another video of me actually faceting a gemstone to completion with this machine. So for now, fortunately, out of the box, I can't facet a gemstone. Another reason why I can't facet a gemstone is because it does not come with a DOP transfer jig. A DOP transfer jig is needed because when you facet a gemstone, you put your rock on this DOP stick, similar to when you polish on the Cab King. And then you're polishing on one side, you're polishing the pavilion, and the other side, you're polishing the crown. And in order to you need to transfer, once you're done doing either or, you have to take it off of this DOP and put it on the other side of the rock, with the other dop, and that's done using a transfer jig, and I don't have it. So I would only be able to do one side, either the pavilion side or the crown side, and then I'll have to stop. You don't want to do it without a transfer jig, because then you're going to run the risk of not attaching it exactly where it needs to be on the other side to keep the symmetry of the stone. So it's important to have that. And we don't have it with this unit, so I'm going to have to go buy one of those as well. It did come with some dopping sticks, as you can see. It came with the all-important 45-degree angle one, which allows you to do a 90-degree table kind of polish, which is important. It comes with a couple other style dop sticks, this one here, and then just a normal pointed one. So it does come with some accessories, but unfortunately not the dop transfer jig. So those two main things are preventing us from cutting a stone today. But I will say, if one was willing to go out and purchase some extra 6-inch wheels, probably cost you around $100, maybe $150 to get all the wheels you need. If you were willing to do that, you could at the very least use this as a flat lap. And I will say, as far as the quality, this, like, for $200, $300 after all said and done, if you buy the extra wheels, for $300, that would be one of the cheapest flat laps I would ever see sell online. So pretty good entry price for someone looking to get into flat lap polishing. So it's probably very useful for that. But other than that, you can't use it for cutting a gemstone out of the box for the reasons I said. Also, here's how we turn the machine on. Just a quick little flick of the switch here. It's got a run stop button, and then there's a forward reverse, so I can actually make the table go counterclockwise or clockwise. So if I want to make the table turn, I just hit the run button. I'll hear the motor come on, hear that little hum, and then I can adjust the speed. It's 0 to 3,000 RPM. So as I adjust the speed, you'll see the table spin. So that's 3,000 RPM there. It's spinning pretty symmetrical, no wobbles, so looks pretty great, actually. Like I said, anyone wanting to get into flat lapping, this is a great little tool to start with. Also gem faceting, hopefully I'll be able to show that at a later date. But if we go along here, there's a nice light here, for lighting up your table. There's this adjustable mast lever here. I can move it back and forth depending on where I want it to fall on the flat lap. Adjustable height on the mast here by adjusting these. I can move the quill up and down. This is the quill protractor head. So the protractor head allows me to adjust the angle this way down onto the table. I have my index wheel. My index wheel rotates the quill this way, counterclockwise or clockwise. The index wheel is a 96 wheel. Most gemstone diagrams are done, and most gemstone designs are done using a 96-degree index wheel. I think like 80 to 85% of them, of all gemstone designs, are cut using a 96 index wheel. So they gave you the most important wheel, which is great. But everything fits together pretty cool. Seems pretty sturdy. Like I said, like, for the price point, it's great. I'm looking forward to using this. I'm going to make another video showing me actually faceting a gemstone with this. And once I get the extra wheels, I'll also use it as a flat lap, so I can review it as that as well. Wish I could have used it today. I wasn't expecting not to have those pieces come out of the box, but it is what it is. I will get those together, and then I'll come back with you. But for now, if anyone's interested in this machine, we have affiliate link in the description. I also have product lists there, products I think that are useful for people on the channel. There's other things you can buy. Those links will be in the description below. There's a nice cool rock polisher down there that Vevor sells that I think, for the same price as my drill DIY setup that you guys see me using on the channel all the time, it's the same thing, but it has water delivery feed. It's got adjustable variable speed. It's better for the same price. So I'm really hoping to review that on the channel soon. I'm just waiting for them to get some stock in the Canadian store. But for you, all of our US viewers, that's available for you. I'll put the link in the description for that as well. You can check it out. Great prices, entry price level stuff here, like for beginners. Great price points to enter the hobby into. And I highly recommend checking them out. See if it's for you. With that, guys, thanks a lot for watching this video. Thanks to Vevor for sending us a machine to review. I can't wait to use it to facet a gemstone. Going to get that geared up real soon and going to get that video out again. So it's going to be a part 2 to this video. Everybody have a safe week, and we'll catch you on the next one.